The seeds of revolution were planted on August 21, 1983, when Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr., a prominent opposition leader and fierce critic of the Marcos regime, stepped off a plane at Manila International Airport. Within moments, gunfire shattered the air. Ninoy lay dead on the tarmac, assassinated in broad daylight. His death will ignite a fire in the hearts of Filipinos that no amount of authoritarian control could extinguish. More than 2 years later, on November 3 of 1985, facing growing unrest and international pressure, President Ferdinand Marcos made a calculated gamble. He announced a snap election, an early presidential vote designed to prove his legitimacy to the world and silence his critics once and for all. It was a decision that would ultimately seal his fate. Election day arrived on February 7, 1986. The contest pitted the dictator against Corazon Cory Aquino, the widow of the slain Ninoy, who had become the symbol of the opposition's hopes. As votes were counted, the independent citizens watchdog group NAMFREL reported unofficial tallies showing Corazon Aquino in the lead. But something was wrong. Inside the Commission on Election headquarters, COMELEC staff witnessed blatant manipulation of the results. Unable to remain silent, they walked out in protest, their act of defiance exposing the fraud for all to see. On February 15 of 1986, despite the widespread reports of electoral fraud, the National Assembly declared Marcos the winner. The proclamation was a betrayal too great to bear. Across the nation, anger erupted into action. Citizens poured into the streets, their voices united in a single demand: Marcos must go. The cracks in Marcos' power structure began to show on February 22nd of 1986, when Defense Minister Juan Ponce Enrile and Vice Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Fidel Ramos, two pillars of the regime, made a stunning announcement. They were withdrawing their support from Marcos and joining the rebellion, barricading themselves in Camp Aguinaldo and Camp Crame. They called on the Filipino people to protect them from what they knew was the dictator's violent response. The call was answered beyond anyone's imagination on February 23, 1986. Millions of Filipino peoples converged on the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, Edsa, performing a human barrier between the rebel soldiers and the tanks Marcos had sent to crush them. Nuns knelt before armored vehicles. Civilians offered flowers and food to confused soldiers. From Radio Veritas, Cardinal Jaime Saint's voice rang out, urging more people to join the peaceful resistance. Edsa had become a sanctuary of people power. For 3 days, the people held their ground. On February 25th of 1986, Marcos, watching his support crumble and facing pressure from the United States, realized his reign was over. He fled to Hawaii, bringing an end to 20 years of authoritarian rule. As his helicopter lifted off from Malacanang Palace, a new chapter in Philippine history has begun. One written not by guns and decrees, but by the courage of millions who believed that people, united, could never be defeated. The Edsa People Power Revolution had triumphed.